Hi! So today I want to take a little break from the tips and tricks, and I actually want to just talk about how I actually help my clients and what does that look like, and what does it actually look like to work with me, because after all this time, I've been uploading all these videos about little tips and tricks and thoughts and things like that, but I'm realizing that no one actually knows what it looks like to work with me. So it's time to talk about it. And actually, I just invested in my own coach, which was super exciting. And she was asking me, well, what do you actually provide for your clients? What do you get your clients? And I was like, wow, what a loaded question. What a loaded question. And so, so I was like thinking about it and talking about it and kind of getting a little emotional because I just love what I do. And it's so cool to see all of the different ways that I can help different people. And so, I was just kind of going through, testimonials and just thinking of what people have kind of said along their journeys. And I really wanted to share that. So, just even starting from the most basic, people saying like, I can't believe how good I feel after I eat. I can't believe that I have spent years feeling like crap after I eat. And I thought that it was something that I'd never be able to change. And now it's changed. Like, I'm so used to feeling like crap after I eat that now I'll literally eat and feel good and be like waiting for the terrible feelings to come in. The bloating and the upset stomach and just feeling like crap. It's like, I don't even know what to do with myself because I actually feel good after I eat now, and I never thought that was possible. Or like, I can't believe that I have been trying to ignore my hunger this whole time. And I've literally been fighting what my body is trying to tell me. And now I know that hunger is a good thing and that I can actually eat more and lose more weight. This whole time I thought I have to starve myself, or that I can't go out with my friends, or that I can't have my favorite foods. And now I realize that I can, and I can still lose weight and have fun at the same time, right? Or I now I know exactly how much food I need to eat to have energy. Like, I feel energy and alive for once in my life. Like people finally learning how to work with their bodies instead of against them. And it's amazing. And that literally usually happens within the first couple weeks. Like, I get these texts, Heather, I can't believe it. I'm losing weight. My clothes are fitting better. And like, I am eating more than I ever have. And I feel better than I ever have, and I don't feel deprived at all. Hi, Petra. Hey, you can chime in, right? Because I think you know what this feels like. Or, someone going on a cruise, someone that gets to go on vacations a lot. And in the past, it's been like, I always gain a bunch of weight. Hey, and this time, I didn't, right? Thanks, Petra. She says, you're great. I highly recommend Heather. Thank you. Yeah, like, a history of going on vacation and gaining a bunch of weight. And now she doesn't. And it's not because she ever deprived herself. It's because she's simply more aware of what she really wants and what she really needs. Right? Like, things as simple as that you think, well, gosh, if I try and get healthy or try and lose weight, I'm not going to be able to go on these vacations. I'm not going to be able to enjoy myself. The holidays are coming up. I'm not going to be able to have what I really want. And that is so far from the truth. And I love helping people realize that. And so, and that's just at the most basic. Like, that's just food, and then of course, like, how do we tap in and find our true motivation? You know, what makes you motivated? We work on that throughout the whole program. What kind of movements do you enjoy doing so that you don't have to punish yourself with certain activities, certain like times at the gym, or doing things that you hate, or eating foods that you hate, you know? Like, no more punishment. It becomes easy. And then from there, like, things that I hear are, you know, I expected to start this journey and like kind of learn more about healthy foods and learn more about my body. And now I literally feel more prepared to tackle any aspect of my life, any area of my life. Gosh, my phone's gonna die again. I did it again, guys. I didn't learn from the last time. Learn from your mistakes. Okay, I'm gonna get my charger. Yeah, so I literally had a client write a testimonial and say, like, I came on this journey expecting a body transformation, and I ended up with a mind, heart, and soul transformation. You know, like, it's not just food and exercise. It's learning about yourself. It's learning ways of coping with stress and figuring out how to put yourself first. No matter how busy you are, no matter what your life looks like, right? It's learning how to address those underlying judgments and negative thoughts that we have about ourselves. When we look in the mirror and we think like, ugh, you're disgusting. You know, what have you done? How have you let yourself get like this? You know, blah, blah, blah. All of that negative crap that we tell ourselves in the mirror or just on the daily, we address that. You know, when we turn it from this place of judgment and punishment and anger, you know, and we turn it into love and acceptance and excitement. You know, people going from avoiding mirrors altogether to being able to look at themselves in the mirror and saying, I love you. Right? Being prepared for every aspect of your life. That means working better. That means, you know, working out better. That means feeling better. That means feeling more confident in your body and in yourself as a person, right? Going to auditions feeling like you're finally you again, you know, being prepared to book these gigs. Whereas you used to be like, oh, this shirt's too tight, and I don't know, I don't think I'm very good, and oh my gosh, to like being confident and ready to take on the world. You know, having more energy to do the things you love, to spend with your family, to spend with your kids, you know, to go out and live your life with energy and excitement. So, you know, it's amazing that it really touches on every aspect of your life. You know, people literally saying like, this has changed my life. Like this is like the start of the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Like, now I feel like myself and I feel equipped to create whatever I want in the rest of my life. And I feel so honored that I get to help people find that. So that being said, you know, what does it actually look like to work with me? Sorry, now I'm holding this phone because it's on the charger, and so I'm like shaking it. But what does it actually look like to work with me? So my typical program, you know, everything's kind of different. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, but my typical program is 90 days, so 3 months long. And those 90 days include an hour-long session every week over the phone. So there's no like, well, I gotta drive and I gotta arrange my schedule to do this and do that. No, it's over the phone, so you can do it from home or wherever. And in that time, we figure out how everything fits into place for your specific lifestyle, for your specific body. So right away, we start with, what are your goals? What are your true goals? You know, what do you want to get out of this time together? Let's paint the picture. Let's step into it. Let's develop this powerful vision of what you want for your health and your life. Let's get really clear about it. Because the clearer you are about where you want to go, the easier it is to get there. So let's get clear. right? And then once we've figured out those goals, we figure out how to make the steps fit into your specific life. So like I said, with travel, with work, with kids, with family, with parties, with holidays, everything, we figure out how it all fits together so that you don't feel like you have to choose either I get to go out with my friends or I get to lose weight and get healthy, you know? Like that's no fun. That's exactly when those diets don't work, you know, because those diets don't set you up for success. They set you up for failure. They set you up for deprivation and feeling bad about yourself and feeling like you're out of control, you know, and like you can't live your life the way that you want. So you're not a failure. Those diets are failing you. So we figure out how to make you a success in your life, right? So you don't feel deprived. You don't feel like you're flipping your whole life upside down. You know, you can still go out with your friends and lose weight, I'm telling you. So then that's step one. And the next step is food. So typically the next step would be, let's figure out which foods are best for your specific body, because every body is completely different, right? So what works for me might not work for you. What works in one of those fad diets for someone else might not work for you. And so we want to find these foods that are best for your body, because that's when you tap into that energy that you didn't have before. That's when you have the energy and motivation to go out and keep doing more stuff that you want to do, right? So instead of feeling like crap all the time and feeling depleted and moody and tired and sickly, you know, so that you don't have motivation to go do anything else, you're never performing at your best, we figure out that food piece first so that you feel this sense of aliveness and energy and light and vibrance and, you know, all those words, right? And then from there, we also talk about how to eat for energy. You know, how are you eating? Are you eating really fast? Are you trying to ignore your hunger? Are you sending your body into starvation mode? Are you eating past the point of fullness because you're just eating really quick, mindlessly, you know, and then every time you eat, you feel sick, right? So it's honoring your body's natural signals, right? What to eat for your unique body type, how to eat for what you need so that you feel energetic. And again, I cannot say this enough. This doesn't mean depriving yourself. This does not mean counting calories or counting anything. This just means tuning into your body's natural signals so that it starts to become easy. Right? So goals, food piece, throughout the whole thing we're talking about motivation. What gets you motivated? How can you celebrate yourself? Because the more you celebrate yourself, the more you're going to want to keep going, right? How do we find movement that you love, that you want to do, that makes you feel good? You know, we talk about too how human beings always sabotage ourselves. How it's super common and normal for a human being to sabotage themselves, and how to figure out what causes that and what to do about it, right? And then, like I said, we just dig deeper and deeper and deeper within the program to really address those mindsets and those thoughts that we think about ourselves, and we put ourselves down, you know, our deep inner beliefs, because whatever you believe is what's going to be true, right? So no matter what you're doing with your diet and exercise, if you believe that you'll never see results, you better believe you're never going to see results. Because when you look in the mirror and you hate your body and you feel like you're almost at war with it, it's not going to magically give you everything that you want. It's like, oh, you hate me and you think I'm disgusting? Well, let me lose some weight for you, girl. I'm gonna do you a favor. No, it's gonna fight you just like a person would, right? If you're talking to some person like they're a piece of crap, they're gonna fight you back. And that's exactly what your body does. So we figure out how to address those deep, deep things that will literally change your life. So when you change your mind and your thought patterns, you literally change your life. And so then throughout this time together, like not only have we developed a system together that works best for you and your specific lifestyle, but it's this extra support, right? This extra sense of support, because you can't do it on your own. It's too hard without support. It's too hard. So like, I'm here to support you. And then the final piece, that's probably the most important piece, is accountability, right? Because how many of us know what we should be doing, but we don't do it? Like everyone, everyone in this whole world, right? And that's because there's no one to hold us accountable for ourselves. So we always show up for people that are waiting for us, but we don't show up for ourselves because there's no one to hold us accountable for that. So that's exactly what I do. I'm here to be your accountability partner, right? So loving support and a little bit of tough love, right? And that's what makes you follow through in ways that you never have before, because we're digging deep into what your body truly needs, not what some outside source is telling you that you need, not what some diet book is telling you that you need. We figure out what your body actually needs for success, right? We figure out how all of it fits into your life, and then you follow through because it's enjoyable, it's simple, it feels good, you have someone supporting you, and you have someone waiting for you to see how you're doing. And that makes you follow through like nothing you have ever done before. And since you continuously follow through like you never have before, guess what? You build habits. You build new healthy habits. And that becomes your way of life. And so you don't have to try anymore. It's literally a new lifestyle, a new way of living. Like, it's so cool for me too to get texts or messages from people that have completed the program months ago and are still losing more weight, are still taking care of themselves. You know, it's like, I started back at work and the stress is starting to pile on again, but it's amazing because I know how to deal with it now. I'm not having a nervous breakdown now. I know what I still need to do to take care of myself. And instead of letting myself fall to the bottom of the priority list like I used to, I know what I need to do to keep myself at the top. Right? So it's amazing. It's literally the start of the rest of your life, of living a healthy lifestyle. And that means that you don't go back, right? You stay on this trajectory because it's new habits. So it's really, really cool. Like, I could literally go on and on, but then this video would be so long, and I'm trying not to do that. But yeah, it's amazing. And so that's 3 months. And so I do want to say I have a few clients actually finishing up this next month. Unless they decide to extend or something, I actually have 4 slots left for the rest of the year. So if something like this is interesting to you, schedule a discovery call with me. And this is completely free. It's over the phone. It's 45 to 60 minutes. A free call over the phone to see if something like this would be a good fit for you and a good fit for both of us. Some people get so much clarity from the discovery call that they're like, that's all I need. You know, this is enough to get me over this little hump, and now I know what steps to take, which is awesome. And some people think, you know what, this kind of support and accountability, like this level of support for helping me reach my goals is like 100% necessary, you know? And so that's what the discovery call is all about, just figuring it out. So if this is something that like a little part of you is like, maybe, you know, this sounds really interesting to me, I don't know, like just go ahead and schedule the call. Like it's fun for both of us, you know what I mean? So I'll actually put my scheduling link in the comments. And there were a couple other things that I wanted to address too, of questions that I've kind of heard. And one is, well, it's not really a question, but more like, you know, well, when this is done, then I can start concentrating on my health. Or, you know, like with the holidays coming up, you know, maybe I'll start after the holidays because, you know, it's overwhelming, it's always stressful, there's always all this food around, you know, I don't know if I could follow through, so I should probably just wait. And what I want to say is, what better time to have support and accountability than over the holidays, right? Like, what better time to have someone in your corner supporting you, helping you through so that you don't get overwhelmed and you don't get super stressed and you realize that you can have any of the delicious foods that you want over the holidays. You can, and you can still lose weight, right? So like, what better time than now? If you can transform your health over the holidays, imagine what the rest of the year is going to look like for you. You know, not starting January like, gotta start from scratch, this is gonna suck. It's like, no, I'm actually on a really good trajectory, and I feel super prepared for whatever this new year has to bring, has to offer, right? So like, this is actually probably the best time to have someone coaching you to your best health. So yeah, and then another question that I've gotten is, would a program like this make a good gift for someone else? And I want to say my answer is 100% yes. Like, this would make a great gift for other people. It really would. You know, the best gift you can give is your health. I don't know. I just made that up. But it's true. So yes, this would be a great gift for other people, but I would want to have a discovery session with that person just to make sure, you know, we're on the same page, you know, make sure it would be a good fit, and to make sure that they're ready and committed to making a change, right? Because that's a very important part of the process. So yes, this can totally be given as a gift, but I would want to have a little discovery session with them first, just to make sure. So keep that in mind too. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of everything that I wanted to say. Obviously, I had like this really amazing plan in my head before I began, but I mean, that kind of went out the window. But that's what it looks like. So again, if you have any questions or comments, or, you know, you're like, let's just schedule a discovery session and just see, you know, cool. Send me a message, let me know. Like I said, I'll put my link in the comments, so give it a click. Look around my website if you want more information, you know, or just ask. Because I'm literally here to help you, and I love helping you. So thank you so much for watching this whole video, and I hope to be talking to you guys really soon. Have a great day.